Jai Hind everyone. Welcome to Saraswati Sisukunj Vagwala Borsad English Medium Standard 5th in that subject EVS. So I hope you all are well and today we are going to learn chapter 3, a snake charmer's story. Now basically this chapter is in a form of a story, right? So that story we are going to read, and from that reading I will explain you something about that story, that what they want to actually deliver to you, right? And from this story you are easily able to understand that here we are going to talk about a community, that is snake charmer. I hope you know who are snake charmers, right? That is important point of this chapter. We are going to learn about that tradition, right? Their traditional looks and what they are doing for their livelihood, right? What they are doing in their day-to-day life, that we are going to learn. Especially we will learn more that how snake charmers are connected with the society and what they are able to give some special things to the society. Okay, so let's read that chapter. So here I have a PDF file, so I am going to read with that. Story start with, I am Aryanath. I can do something special which I am sure none of you can do. Means Aryanath is saying to you that Aryanath is able to do something special which we cannot do, right? And he is saying, I can play the bean. I hope you know what is bean, right? It's a flute-like instrument, music instrument, right? I can make snake dance by playing the bean. Means he is saying that he can make a snake dance by playing the bean. I have learned this art from my family members. We people are known as Kalbelias. Now this Kalbelia is a community of snake charmer. If anyone asks you that who are Kalbelias, so that is snake charmers, right? So let me write it. Kalbelias means, or you can say they are snake charmers, snake charmers, right? Now Aryanath is saying, my grandfather Roshan Nathji was a famous among our people. Means his father name is Roshan Nathji. Aryanath's grandfather is Roshan Nathji, was famous among their people. He could easily catch many poisonous snakes. He tells them many stories about his past. Come, listen to his story in his own words. We have to listen that Aryanath's grandfather's story, right? Now, up to now, what Aryanath delivered to us? He is trying to say you that there is a tradition, right? There is a tradition of snake charmers, that they are making learn their children about how to catch the snake, how to play bean, right? And all the things, right? And then this tradition goes on. So important thing is they are transferring tradition from one generation to another generation, right? Now let's see his grandfather's story. So Dadaji remembers it, written like that. Means now we are going to read the words from Dadaji's memory, right? So from the time my grandfather and great grandfather, we have always been saperas. Now this is new word, saperas, right? So saperas means snake charmers. Saperas means snake charmers, right? So both words are used for snake charmers. You can write saperas, you can write snake charmers. Now he's saying from that Aryanath's grandfather and his grandfather's great grandfather, means from long generation they are doing the same thing, right? They are catching the snake, they are playing the bean, they are making snake dance from the help of that bean, or you can say flute like instrument, right? We used to move from village to village carrying our snakes in bamboo basket, right? They have a basket made up of bamboo, right? And they carry their snake in that bamboo baskets. Whenever we stop in a village, you know, after one village to another, they stop in some village, a crowd would gather around us, means there is a lots of people around that snake charmer, and they are waiting that when the snake charmer will take the snake out and they will play the bean, they will make that snake dance, right? Even after the show, when that show of the snake, dance of a snakes get end, after that people wait over there, right? Why they are waiting? See here, people would stay on. They knew that in our tin boxes, there were many types of medicines for them. Now these calbelias, they are keeping the medicines for the different normal fever and normal diseases in their tin boxes. Now we made these medicines, means that grandfather is saying that we made these medicines from forest plants, right? They went to, means they visit to the forest and they collected the leaves of the medicinal plant and they make medicine by themselves, right? We made these medicines from the plants collected from the forest. I had learned all this from my grandfather, means Aryanath's grandfather learned this from his grandfather, means this is a long tradition. I felt nice that I could help people with my medicine even if doctors and hospitals were far off. Now look, nowadays it is so common that we get hospitals in just nearby, right, streets. But in old days, if we are talking about, so there are, in villages there are so less medical facilities, right? Right now you are getting, but in old days they are not getting this many medical facilities, right? So at that time it was important for that snake charmers to give medicine to the peoples, and for people those snake charmers are so important, right? Because in that low medical facilities they are providing them medicines, right? In return, people would give us some money or food grains. Now when they are giving medicine to the peoples, so in back, right, in, we can say, in return people give them food grains or some money. In this way we could manage our lives. Like this they were living their lives, means from one village to another village they are going, they are making that snake dance, they are, after the show they are giving medicine to the peoples, right? Now sometime I was called to place where someone had been bitten by a snake, right? So nowadays also we call some peoples, if you are seeing a snake, right, or someone get bitten by a snake, so we are calling some professionals to catch that snake, right, and to give some and we are taking that person to the hospital for the treatment, right? So in old days they are calling this snake charmer, or you can say sapera, or you can say calbelias, right? Three words are used for this community, right? Calbelias, you can say saperas, or you can say snake charmers. So people used to call this calbelias for the treatment of that person and to catch the snake. From the marks of bite, I tried to find out which snake had bitten a person. Now look, this is important. From the bite marks, they observe the bite marks on the person's body, right? If there are two fang marks, important, if there are two fang marks, so person is bitten by poisonous snake. If there are many fang marks, so person is bitten by non-poisonous snake, right? This is information, and you can use this information to identify. Look, again I am saying you, if you are observing two fang marks on person's body, if a person is bitten by a snake and you observe two fang marks on a person's body, means person is bitten by poisonous snake. And if you are observing many fang mark, it means person is bitten by non-poisonous snake, right? Okay, let's go ahead. I try to find out which snake had bitten the person. I would then give a medicine for that, means they identify which snake has bitten a person and then they give medicine to that person. But I have not always been on the time to help. Sometimes they are getting late and maybe that person could die, right? So this is that person, that grandfather of Aryanath, has some regret in his mind. right? That sometimes we are not able to reach at that place on the time. So he's saying that, as you know, some snakes bite can even causes death on the spot, right? Some snakes are that much poisonous that after bitten in within few minutes that person could die. But most of the snakes are not poisonous. Most of the snakes are not poisonous, right? He's saying that. Sometimes when some farmers would come running for help shouting snake, snake, I would catch that snakes. Look, you can see these snakes in paddy farms, right? Means most of the time in the farms. Sometime by mistakes they are, running into your houses. So at that time we are trying to call that person who can catch the snake. So these Kalbelias are saying that sometime farmers are running towards them by shouting snake, snake, right? So they went over there and then they helped that person. After all, catching snake was something I had been doing since my childhood. Means they are getting training for catching the snake from their childhood, right? So it is not easy to catch the snake, but there is a tradition, right? There is a tradition of catching the snake in Kalbelia's community. So it will be more easy to get trained by their grandfather, right? Oh, those were good days. Now that grandfather is trying to remember, oh, how nice days were there, right? We could help a lot of people in many ways. We also entertain them. Means look, they are helping the people by catching the snake. They are giving medicine to the people and they are making that snake dance by the bin. So that is entertainment, right? And they are giving information about different snake to the people, knowledge. They are giving medicine, means medical facilities, right? They are helping the people. So these many things that Kalbelias or snake charmer were doing for villagers. It was not like today when everyone watches TV for entertainment, right? Like we are doing, right? What we are doing, we are not, now we don't like to see that snake dance. We are using television for our entertainment. We use mobiles, right, for our entertainment. We used to see videos on YouTube and other websites. But in old days, what we are doing, means what those villagers and old Indians doing, they are watching that snake dance. They are getting knowledge about different snakes, right? When I grew older, my father taught me how to remove the poison teeth, or you can say fang, right? Poisonous teeth of a snake. How to remove, they learned from their father. Means that I am talking about grandfather of Aryanath learned from his father that how to remove fang of a poisonous snake. He also taught me how to close the tube of a poison in snake's mouth. There is, let me tell you, there is a tube inside the snake's poisonous teeth, right, from which that poison can inject in your body when the snake bites on you, right? So there is a tube of a poison. When you block that tube, that poison will not get inserted in your body. So how to remove the teeth, how to block the tube of a poison, right? They learn from their father after certain age, right? And what can we do? Now look here, Aryanath's father is saying to Aryanath, Aryanath, your father used to travel with me ever since he was young child. Means father of Aryanath was used to travel with that grandfather when he was young child, right? He learned to play bean without being taught. Means by himself, Aryanath's father learned how to play the bean. These days it is difficult. Nowadays it is too difficult. Why? Now government has made a law that no one can catch wild animals and keep them. Some people kill the animals and sell their skins at high prices. Snakes are getting killed. Their skin is sold to the other people in a high prices. So they made a law against this Kalbelias, or you can say snake charmers, that you cannot catch the snake. But they were not killing the snake, right? Now with this law, how will we earn our livelihood? Means how they will earn that? Means look, they were selling the medicine and they were earning, right? So now it is law that you cannot catch the snake, you cannot make that snake dance, right? So now it is danger to leave. We people have never killed snake. They are saying that we have not killed any snake, right? What the snake is so important part of their life. They are not killing the snake, but other people who are killing, right? Just because of that, now the Kalbelia community is in danger, we can say, and sold their skin, means other are selling the skins. People say that we keep the snake in bad conditions, but they are not doing that, right? Now, up to now, some questions that arise, and we will go in that questions detail. Let's see few exercises. Let's see if you fill in the blanks. Whatever we learned today, from that there are few fill in the blanks which can be asked in exercise. So first one, snake dance on the music of. So in the beginning of the chapter I told you that Kalbelias, or you can say snake charmers, make snake dance with the help of that bean, right? So we can write snake dance on the music of bean, right? Second one, saperas are blank. So saperas are chapter's name, snake charmers. Saperas are snake charmers, right? Snake charmers. Okay. Third one, snake charmers carry snakes in. Snake charmers carry snakes in bamboo basket, right? Bamboo basket. Now see, fourth number. They make, means they are talking about saperas. They make blank from the plants collected from the forest, right? What they make? Medicines. Right? They make medicines from the plant collected from forest. Fifth number blank. Snake bite can causes blank on the spot. So snake bite causes death on the spot. Okay, so this were fill in the blanks. Let's quickly move on question answers. Okay, so let's see some question answers. First one here. Have you ever seen anyone playing a bean? Where? Right? So where you have seen that anyone is playing a bean? So you can write, yes, I have seen snake charmers playing a bean. So answer will be like this. Yes, I have seen snake charmers playing a bean. Maybe on television sometime you have seen that snake charmers are playing a bean, or in some fair. So you can add here that I have seen them in fair and TV, means television, right? Okay, let's go with second question here. Have you ever seen snake anywhere? Means where you have seen a snake. So you can write, yes, I have seen snake. First, if you have seen them. Yes, I have seen snake. Now, most of the time, these snakes are found in paddy field, or sometime you have seen in some Discovery Channel, or there are different channels, right? National Geographic and many. So you can write on television or in paddy field. I have seen them. Seen them in paddy field. You can write zoo or television, means TV, right? So these are some answers that in paddy field, in zoo, or on television you can see this snake, right? Let's go with third one. Were you scared by snake? Why? Look, if you are watching on TV, so you get a bit scared, right? But in your front, if you are watching live snake in a paddy field, so you get more scared, right? So how you are going to write this answer? So first of all we write, yes, I was scared by it. Scared by it, right? And why we scared? Because we know that snakes are poisonous. So we have to write, I heard that, I have heard that snakes are poisonous, right? Yes, I was scared by it. I have heard that snakes are poisonous. Okay, let's go for fourth number question. Do you think all snakes are poisonous? You have learned in the chapter. No, all snakes are not poisonous. So what is your opinion on it? That we have to write. So write, no, I don't think. No, I do not, you can write, do not think that all snakes are poisonous. More two questions we have. Let's quickly go in it. Okay, let's go with fifth number question. Who are Calbelias? So I told you, if there are three words which is commonly used during this chapter, right? Calbelias, snake charmers and saperas, right? So you can write Calbelias are name of the chapter, snake charmers, snake charmers make snake dance by playing a bean, right? See here, who are Calbelias? So Calbelias are snake charmers who make snake dance by playing a bean, right? That is flute like instrument. Okay, let's go with sixth number question. Do people like to watch snake dance these days? Right, this question already we discussed in the chapter. So we can write, no, people do not like watch snake dance nowadays. Why? Because of that television, right? So how will write, no, people do not like to watch, snake dance, right? People do not like to watch snake dance because they watch TV, right? They watch TV for entertainment. So this were fill in the blanks from the today's topic and question answers. I hope you understand all the topics. Thank you.